Studies show that around 20% of adults procrastinate chronically, and around 50% of college students procrastinate in a consistent and chronic manner. But did you know that there are actual reasons why you're likely procrastinating? If you can overcome these barriers, it may get easier to know how to not procrastinate. Knowing this information can help you to maximize your time management skills and be your best self as a college student. But why do students procrastinate? At any point in your student life, you may find yourself taking longer to get things done than necessary. That will lead you to want to know how not to procrastinate on homework, student assignments, or course. Let's first break down the common reasons why college students procrastinate in the first place. All of these reasons may resonate with your own experience. The first one is unclear goals. If you have no clearly defined goals as to what you wish to accomplish, it could be harder to understand why you have to do certain things. The second one, fear of failure. An all too common occurrence is that those who procrastinate actually are just afraid to fail, so they rather not start to avoid this potentially displeasing sentiment. The third one, overwhelm. If there's a lot going on in your school life and or personal life, you may feel unsure how or where to even start. The fourth one, anxiety. You could feel worried or anxious about the potential outcomes of whatever you have to get done, be it a homework assignment or a test results. The fifth one, perfectionism. Often, in line with the fear of failure comes the idea of perfectionism. When you have the goal of everything being perfect, then you may never want to start something to avoid any flaws or mistakes, which are inevitable. The sixth one, lack of motivation. It could be possible you feel a lack of motivation because goals are too far out in the future or are unclearly defined. Perhaps the most important thing to do is to ask yourself why you are procrastinating in the first place. This could prove to be a useful exercise because you may have to tackle the more deeply rooted issue and the cycles of procrastination will be released. For example, you could fear that you don't know how to do something and to get started. You simply need to know a little more information or ask help to understand a concept. Once you do that, you could find yourself easily finishing the requirement assignment. But how to stop procrastinating in college? Now that we've covered some of the reasons why students procrastinate in the first place, let's take a look at some best practices to learn how to stop procrastinating. The first one is to get organized to avoid the sense of overwhelm of having too much to do or not knowing where to start. Organization proves to be crucial. It's a great idea to use tools that help you stay organized, whether they are calendars or scheduling apps on your computer or cell phone, or the trusted old school method of writing things down. Consider writing down upcoming assignments and deadlines, estimating how long the task will take you to perform, and counting backward from the due date to give yourself adequate time to get it done. Of course, it still comes down to you having the motivation to start rather than procrastinate, but it's easier to do when you have a clear idea of what you need to get done and by when. The second one is set deadlines and reasonable goals. If you are a person who procrastinates because your goals seem unattainable, then consider resetting your goals. While you can choose when assignments are due, you can choose when you want to have it ready by. In the same vein, you can't choose when test days are, but you can choose when to start studying. You can break down these items into smaller, achievable segments so that you can maintain momentum and feel accomplished. For example, if you have a 10-page research paper, you can consider setting a goal to finish it 2 pages per day so you can avoid having to write it fast. The third one is to remove distractions. Sometimes the only way to want to get things done is to have no other alternative. So you can position yourself for this scenario by removing distractions, put your phone in another room, turn off the TV, tell your friends that you're busy, then you can free up your own time to get your to-do list crossed off. The fourth one is to take breaks. Getting things done doesn't have to feel thin or undesirable. Remember to relieve yourself of your efforts and give yourself praise. This can also help to increase your motivation to get things done because you can look forward to the upcoming break and you can make your break as fun or as relaxing as you want. Some examples of break ideas you can try after you accomplish items on your list include walking, cooking, calling a friend, scrolling through social media, playing with your dog, or taking a nap, etc. The fifth one is to reward yourself in the same way that breaks can serve as rewards and help to boost your motivation, so can actual rewards. Depending on what you enjoy, you can set rewards both big and small. Accordingly, say you enjoy food and trying new eateries. Tell yourself that if you ace your next big exam, you'll treat yourself to a dining experience at the restaurant you've always wanted to try. Or if you like fashion, then buy yourself something new when you finish your semester with a good GPA. The sixth one is ask for help. If you're struggling to hold yourself accountable, ask your peers or friends for help. You can help each other meet deadlines if you are unable to maintain your own self-control. Having people around you will support you in reaching your goals and aspirations, can help to manage your motivation levels as you are answerable to people besides yourself. The seventh one is the bottom line, where there is no single answer as to how to stop procrastinating. For college students, there are different behaviors and habits that you can try to overcome this common challenge. Now that you know what procrastination is and that you know some tips to stop doing it, you can become a more productive person. However, if you are a constant procrastinator or you find yourself stuck these days more than before, try to figure out why and practice some of the above tips to overcome any mental hurdles and stop struggling with the deadlines.